So I actually recently started a new job, and this was 2 months ago. And one of the things that I realized is, as people in learning, we spend a lot of time thinking about design, experience, but are we thinking about organization? The way that we organize our learning experiences. And yes, it's for the learner because we know all the reasons why that's helpful for learners in the way that they learn, but also for us. So that when we go back to a program, when we hand over a program to a colleague, we can really clearly know those design decisions that we made, why we created the program in a certain way, and we can continue to update it and organize it in the future. So I don't know about you, but sometimes when you have that first intake meeting with a new SME, it feels something like this. They're like, hey, we have some stuff, it's really organized, it's beautiful, like you just need to do a couple things and it'll be fine. But really, like there's some piles over here, there's some baskets over here. This part of the organization is actually doing something similar, but like in a different way. And actually, when you get into it, it's really messy. And so yes, you could go forward and do exactly what they're telling you to do, but what's gonna happen in the end is something like this afterwards. And so how can we apply concepts of organization to learning? Think about all those TikTok videos or Instagram videos that are so cathartic, where someone takes a really messy room and makes it all neat and clean. So I want to apply these concepts to learning. First, does it spark joy? Anyone read that book? This is my all-time favorite organization book. This is when us as learning and development professionals define our learning objective. What are we actually looking to achieve here? When we spend the time defining this, when we do the next step, it'll be really easy for us to decide what to keep and what to throw away. So that leads us to our second step, dump everything on the bed. And now if you've read Marie Kondo's book, one of the things she talks about is taking all the like things together and putting it all in one space so you can see how many glasses you have, or in my case, it was like I had a lot of mugs. And so you see all of the content you already have in your organization. Let's say they're saying, hey, our leaders need coaching training. Well, where's all the places that we're already talking about coaching? Where are all the places in the organization where maybe there's already coaching frameworks being used? Has a leader already gone through some sort of coaching training before? Where does this already all exist? Put it all together so you know what you're working with. And then next, use bins to organize. Figure out the categories of content that you have. In my case, I'm really focused on new leader onboarding right now. So actually my categories are more, when do they need to learn this? And so as I'm figuring out all the content I have, I'm starting to organize what goes in 1 month, what goes in 6 months, what can happen a little later on. And then once I have used the design and experience methodologies that we've already talked about today to design my experience, I want to create a system so that this can be repeated. Let me document. What were those design decisions I made? Why did I create this program in a certain way? And what are all the elements that are going to continue to make this an effective program in the future? So I want you to ask yourself the next time you're organizing, or maybe you walk into a really beautifully organized space, how can you apply the concepts of organization to your learning and design programs? Thank you.